Hey guys. Okay, so we're back with another death battle. This time it's Hulk versus Godzilla, which is pretty interesting. Uh, I know they both have something to do with radiation, obviously radioactive or whatever, but it's still kind of a weird matchup. Only because you would think that they would match Godzilla with somebody that is around Godzilla's size. Um, so that's kind of interesting, but it is what it is. Um, I also don't know who's going to win. I want only it's only because we've seen so much of Hulk. I think this is what like the third or fourth death battle with Hulk in it. Kind of like with Venom. We see him all the time. So I kind of am rooting for Godzilla, but I don't really know. I mean, Hulk's super strong. So I'm curious to see who's going to win. Also, since I've been recording my episodes, I've been right every single time, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to go down eventually, so we'll see. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Which lurks under the surface of us all. We have control, blah, blah. Bill Bixby.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day,
Oh, wow.
Bruce Banner died.
Dang you, Rick.
And became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk
Oh, damn,
emerges
10
when
million.
Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that.
Some of us do.
Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying
Oh.
alternate personalities.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
Joe Fix-It, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's
Oh, they're
got
all
that
Bruce Banner?
The
Interesting.
Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed.
Oh, okay. So that's the normal Hulk we see is known as a Savage. Yeah, Devil, Fractured Sun, Green Scar, Guilt, Joe Fixit, Professor, Savage, and World Breaker. Okay, I think I've heard of World Breaker. And then I have normal ones. Cluh. Maestro. Wow. Oh, he likes puppies though. Yay.
From parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than
Oh.
you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the
I thought it was
stronger
just
he
because
gets, with no
he just goes
limit.
crazy.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a
Yeah.
balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without
there we go.
Bruce's
Yeah.
temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New
Jeez.
Mexico to Florida in a
Yeah,
single
like, he's
bound, and
crazy
shift
strong.
all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned
Wow.
down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could
Wow.
bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. by himself.
Maybe Thor should
Wow.
rethink calling himself the strongest
Yeah,
Avenger,
it's like,
especially
he's
since
so
the Avengers first
strong.
assembled, 'cause none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe
Yeah,
apart with
super
just
fast.
a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on
Aw,
than
chubby
just
Thor.
brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Ooh,
like
okay.
regenerating from fatal wounds.
wonder if
even getting ripped apart
Godzilla
by
generates
Wolverine
gamma.
barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It
Yeah.
gets weirder. Did you know that if
And
he
that's what's gonna be
absorbs
super
enough
crazy
gamma,
about him.
he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned
Wow.
Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty
Oh,
white between
really?
panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader?
Oh,
wait, that
wow.
makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life,
Oh.
gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation
I
similar
knew
to X-rays.
She-Hulk could
But
break the
in
fourth
Marvel
wall.
Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn,
Oh, wow,
he's
7?
the 4th smartest
Yeah, I
person
still
on
don't
the
know
planet.
And that's
why they put him
compared to
against
big brains
Godzilla.
like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired
Oh,
up
wow.
Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Hey, can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond
wow.
actuality. On
Breaks
that
down
fateful
reality.
day, he opened the green door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the
Oh.
hell beneath hell. The
Wow, he came back
lowest
from hell.
possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't
Oh.
matter if he's been atomized,
Wow.
sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all. The dark side of the one above all.
Oh, wow.
That's right. God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Damn. Again, like I guess maybe I don't know that much about Godzilla. Other than what I've seen. I mean, he's a ginormous monster, but if they're introducing all this stuff about Hulk, I have a feeling Godzilla's gonna be able to do something similar, which would be crazy. All right, cool. Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. He is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. He is the sacred beast of the apocalypse. Okay, let's check it out.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar ever.
Yeah, that roar is so iconic.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's
Okay,
at
cool.
least 27 different
Oh, damn.
Godzillas stomping around.
27.
Not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so
Evolutions. Okay, so he also has different forms. Burning, critical mass, evolved, nightmare, rage, ultimate Santa Claus. No, really? Wow. President of the US and Looney Tunes? Interesting. Damn.
we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive
Oh, okay. I
monster.
thought just awoke him.
165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam
Yeah.
or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles,
It
it
says
can exceed
radioactive,
500,000
so can Hulk
degrees
absorb it?
Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or
Oh, he can
life
absorb
energy
radiation
from a
too.
giant
Okay.
pterodactyl,
Never mind.
He can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough
That's
energy built up,
right. I
Godzilla
remember
can
seeing
blast a
that
nuclear pulse out of his whole
before.
body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions. Like when
Ah,
he found
there we go.
himself face to face with a giant mech, piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's also a number of era exclusive
Wow.
powers.
Okay, here we go.
Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got
Oh, I
busy.
remember this. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including
Oh,
the
wow.
Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God,
Oh,
I
wow.
want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The
Oh, wow.
ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him
Oh,
from the
really?
inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or
Oh,
evolve into
okay.
an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
Oh,
And
wow.
super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much
Mm-hmm.
so he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and
He destroys
sometimes even
universes
people.
via
See,
singular
there's
points?
two types of Godzillas.
Multiple
the
black
monster
holes.
of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Right, yeah, I've heard of
Here
this.
we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
Oh.
Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly. What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point. Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300
Oh,
feet
wow.
tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash.
Yeah, I totally understand this.
This wannabe god desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way: if
Oh,
something
jeez.
happens that the entity doesn't
Yeah, a
like,
lot more
you can
complex
just
than I
say,
expected.
That thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
Oh, wow. So crazy.
Look at the
Yeah. I don't know. I want to go with Godzilla just because, like I said, we haven't seen him. I think enough, or did we? Wasn't there a Godzilla fight? I don't remember. I think there was, right? Ah, damn. Okay, sorry. So I have watched all the previous death battles. The ones that I've recorded are the new ones. So, but there's been so many I forgot. I think there was a Godzilla one, right? I'm an idiot. Okay. Anyway, or if there wasn't, there was a giant turtle, right? I thought Godzilla faces giant turtle, but I can't remember. But anyway, if I'm wrong, it's fine. I'll look it up later. It's okay. But anyway, I still want to root for Godzilla because this is such a weird pairing. And we've known, I feel like Hulk has still been in more death battles in general, so I feel like we kind of already know Hulk so much. I feel like there's something about Godzilla that they're gonna allude to, but I don't know. Hulk has fourth wall breaking, so I don't know. Ooh, tough one, but it's okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This is more for fun, so we'll see. All right, let's go. I'm gonna shoot for Godzilla. We'll see what happens.
Oh!
So cool. That sound is so
Godzilla has
good.
reached the city. So far, the evacuation is. Wait, look.
Yeah, it's so big. So it's gonna be such a weird fight, I bet. It just chunked cars at its face. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god! It showed so much.
We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk!
Wow! That was insane. That was kind of gross. Jeez, I did not expect that.
You think you're strong? I scan the world! Take out!
Damn. Oh my god. Jeez. Damn. Nice. That looks so cool. Ooh. Jeez. Or Japan and or US, wherever they're at. Damn. Crazy.
Stupid lizard.
No way it's done. But yeah, Hulk is just destroying him though. Oh damn. Just like that? No way. Exactly, he's coming back.
I think I understand.
Oh, Bruce, yeah. So that was who was inside. That was Bruce. That was some random dude.
Days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are.
Oh wow. But he said he thinks he's got it. So I'm wondering.
Well,
Oh damn.
smash. A million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like
Damn.
gamma. 1,000 times.
Wow.
A million. A trillion. I just need one.
Whoa. Oh damn.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Oh wow. Crazy. Okay.
Run this by me.
Yeah, I didn't even consider Bruce Banner's
It's
intelligence.
complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction-level events, tag beyond light-speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Okay.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop.
Right.
Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with, and Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point, but that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from
there we go.
that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was
Damn,
only
it was still really close though.
End, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Oh, that's funny.
Next time on Death Battle.
Who's next? 200. Oh, Ruby.
Subscribe and join
Ruby
us
versus
to
Maka.
see more Death Battle.
Cool. I don't think I've watched either one of those shows, so I'll be interesting. Okay. So I was wrong. It's fine. Yeah. I was at my biggest thing is I did not factor in Bruce, which is crazy because I even thought it. I literally thought that when they were showcasing Bruce Banner, if I didn't say anything, of like, oh, his intelligence might be something. I didn't make the connection, so that's on me. But yeah, that's kind of cool though. Yeah, they were basically like immortal powerhouses. There wasn't going to be like somebody like how was somebody going to lose over the other? So it makes sense at the very least. Hulk had with Bruce Banner having the intelligence and Godzilla didn't really. That makes complete sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll still like Godzilla to win though. Would have been nice. Oh well. And then next week is going to be, or next month, I guess, is Ruby versus Maka. So that's going to be interesting because I don't know too much about those series at all. So that'd be something to check out. All right, guys, that's it for this video. See you guys next time. Bye.